What's up, everybody? This is the Liberal Loudmouth. So today I'm going to talk about Senate Bill 1515 that just passed in the Senate, and it's working its way to the House in Texas. Now, I don't know that this will pass either in the House or get put into law. If it does, it's going to go to court. We've already dealt with this. There's already precedent for it. I don't even know why they're doing this. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. Let me go ahead and pull it up. This bill would require that all public schools display the 10 Commandments. Now, come on, folks. I don't know what they are trying to do here, but Phil King, you need to, read the Constitution, maybe the Federalist Papers, perhaps any number of the letters that the founders have sent over the years that they were alive, very explicitly detailing the fact that there is a wall between the government and religion. The whole purpose of this country, it was founded on principles of freedom, not principles of religion. That's why religion isn't found in the Constitution. It was founded on the principles of freedom and freedom only. The freedom to choose your religion, to believe whatever you want to believe. That was what made this country different from all the other countries, because that's what they were fleeing, was religious persecution, which had been happening for countless centuries. So why they are even bothering with this is beyond me, because Kentucky did this. Let me pull this up here. Yeah, Kentucky did this, and they lost. The Supreme Court in 5-4 that the 10 Commandments display in 2 Kentucky county courthouses violated the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment. The court decided this case the same day as another 10 Commandments case in Texas, Van Orden v. Perry, in which the court ruled 5-4 that a monument of the 10 Commandments in a Texas public park did not violate the Establishment Clause. The difference here is that erecting one somewhere isn't necessarily establishing and respecting religion, but when you're mandating it that it be in every school, yeah, that's a different story. I'm sorry, but I don't want to pay for religious stuff. I don't believe in God. I don't know if he's real, and I don't really care, to be quite honest with you. I live my life the way I live my life, and that's how I want to live it. I'm not going to be a slave to some God that you've never seen or heard of. I'm not going to get into that whole conversation, but it blows me away that in 2023, we are still having these conversations. I have people that will come up to me and be like, well, if you're not religious, why were you against pornography in school? Because they knew that I had gotten that removed from my kid's school. I'm like, what? What do you mean? How am I against it if I'm not religious? There are people out there that actually believe that in order to have a moral compass, you have to be religious or be Christian. I'm sure they feel that way. And they are genuinely shocked when they learn an atheist like myself doesn't want his kids consuming materials like that. It's inappropriate. I don't care if you're religious or not, it's inappropriate. But this is more of a venting frustration here because I am the liberal loudmouth, and this is starting to really piss me off. These people are just keep drilling it and drilling it and drilling it and drilling it. And here's the thing, folks. You can't give these people an inch. The government, you can't give them an inch for anything. Fingerprint scanning, you can't give them an inch anywhere, because when you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile and they're never going to stop taking. That's how this works. That's why we are in the situation that we're in today, where you getting wiretapped without any warrants whatsoever. The government just collects all this data. They find loopholes to get around it, and there's no way that you can do anything about it. Or like my kids' school, they spy on my kids while they are at home. If my kids have to go onto their computer, their personal computer at home on the Wi-Fi or the internet that I pay for, they get monitored by the school when they go and do their schoolwork, which they are forced to do online because now they've done everything online. So anything and everything that the kids are writing, it all goes on, to some server somewhere. So this push to infiltrate our government with this religious zealotry is getting on my last damn nerve. We don't need it. We don't want it. This is ridiculous. And even if the vast majority of people in Texas are like, yeah, we're going to get religion into the government because that's where it needs to be. Here's the fact. You got 20% of the people that don't want to fucking deal with it. But there you are, just, I'm going to cram it right down your throats, everybody. We're just going to keep cramming until you've gotten all the religion that you can. Because we're right and you're wrong. God's real. I haven't seen him, but I felt him. I went to my AA meeting and I felt him. That's what we're dealing with here. The religious thing, that is you. If you are a religious person, that is your own belief. You can't prove it. I can look around and, well, where's God? You said he answered your prayer, but, where do you have a receipt? Did he print it off? Where's the God at? I mean, I keep hearing about this thing, but I've never seen it. I've never felt it. I've never experienced it. Yet here we are, these people demanding that we placate this belief that they have, that there is some God that speaks to them on some level. And we have to do that. Otherwise, you hate Christians. You're against God. You're going to hell. Get your God back into your church and go and pray to him on your own time. Don't make me pay for your religious zealotry at a school. Don't use my taxpayer money for your religious organization. As Thomas Jefferson once said, I believe it was Jefferson, it might have been Madison or Franklin, the church should be able to stand on its own. If it can't stand on its own, then it makes me question the validity of that church. Everybody knows that there's a God. Even the atheists know there's a God. So it's not like you need to do some advertisement, but you still do it and you still cram it. Yeah, but God loves you and I'm going to pray for you. Well, you just keep on praying and I'm just going to keep looking at you and respecting the fact that you can believe whatever in the hell you want to believe, but don't force that crap on me or anybody else that doesn't want to deal with it. Period. End of story. That's it, folks. That's America. It ain't always going to be pretty, but don't be forcing your crap down everybody else's throats. All right, everybody. This is the Liberal Loudmouth. We'll catch you next time. Peace.